Today we're going to reflect on Bob Marley's life. For those of you that are not familiar with Bob Marley, he was born in 1945 in Jamaica. I was born in Guyana, South America. Both countries are considered to be a part of the West Indies. He was born to a black mother and a white father, something many people are not aware of, and that perhaps helped to shape and color his music. He brought about a new form of music called reggae music. I should say he popularized a new form of music called reggae music, and he was able to take it to all corners of the world. Of course, he was a part of the Rastafari movement. Unfortunately, Bob died at a very young age, at the age of 36 in 1981 from cancer. But even though he died at a very young age, we find that his music, his words, his quotes, some of his interviews lives on. You may be familiar with Bob Marley songs, as many of them are still being played. Sometimes when they're played you may not recognize who the artist is, but when you hear these titles, make sure you know that they are Bob Marley's. Among them are No Woman, No Cry, Turn Your Lights Down, Sun is Shining, Get Up, Stand Up, One Love, and I Shot the Sheriff. Of course, there are many more titles. What is interesting to note is that even though Bob Marley sang in the 60s, 1960s and 1970s, his message still has relevance in today's world. He spoke and he sang against black oppression. He called for us to live in peace and harmony. He spoke out and sang against injustice. He called for an end to racism. He called for a more just and fair world. So he was ahead of his times, and his words and his message still echoes to this day, because as a human society we're still faced with many of these challenges. And hopefully by pondering on his words and by reflecting on his music, we can seek to raise our consciousness and bring about further changes. Most people are familiar with his music, but he also had a whole bunch of quotes that are used from time to time, and people use them as vehicles to teach and to raise the consciousness of young people as well as adults. Let me share with you 7 of those quotes very quickly.